Yo, what's going on guys, Arax here, and welcome back to another Division video. And in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Seeker gear set. The 1.6 PTS went live today, again unfortunately only for PC players. It sucks that console players cannot play, but as I have done in the past and will continue to do so, I'm going to be uploading videos from the PTS, so if you guys can't go hands-on with it, you can at least live vicariously through these videos. You can use that as a means to give your thoughts, your feedback, and drop any kind of suggestions or concerns you have in the comments down below. So today's focus is the Seeker gear set, but of course throughout the week I will be turning my attention to the new and repurposed exotic weapons. So of course if you enjoyed this video, then a like would be super appreciated. Now, Seeker gear set. This is something that Massive are keeping a close eye on, because this does have the potential to become the new meta, the new kind of OP set. It is rather powerful, and it also synergizes quite nicely with a wide range of weapons. First up, your 2-piece set bonus for this is plus 10% body shot damage. So already looking at that, you can probably get an idea as to how this set should be used. You're not going to be going for headshots with this set. You're not going to be going for precision. You are literally going to be aiming for center mass, the easiest target, the body. And also this set, unlike say some of the other gear sets available, is not tied to a particular weapon archetype. This can be used with any weapon that you choose. And with that being said, moving on to the 3-piece set bonus, plus 30% critical hit damage. And while yes, something like an SMG has baked in crit hit damage, for other weapons, things like an LMG with potentially 200 bullets in the magazine, or an assault rifle, a sniper rifle, anything like that, all of these weapons can benefit from this bonus. It's also going to be quite a nice 3-piece. I can foresee a lot of different kind of gear setups that'll probably utilize at least a 3-piece Seeker just to kind of gain that crit hit damage. But either way, that is your 3-piece. But if you then turn your attention to the 4-piece, this is where it gets a little bit crazy. After 2 consecutive shots to the body, the next shot is a guaranteed critical hit. In other words, every third shot is a crit, or 33% crit. Basically, when you fire 2 bullets, you then get a little green square down here to show that your Seeker buff is active, and your next shot will then be a guaranteed crit. This can also pass between targets. You don't have to fire in the same target, you can spread your shots between. It basically just means that the third bullet is always going to be a crit. And of course, if you then apply that to something like an LMG, with say 200 bullets in the magazine, then a third of those 200 bullets will always crit on your target. So that in itself is pretty potent. Now there are of course plenty of weapons that will go quite nicely with this, especially a lot of the new exotic weapons since they have all got new fancy talents. One of the obvious ones is of course the twin Valkyries. You have Hilda and Air. These are actually broken right now to the point where Massive have already prepared a patch for these that'll go live in the second wave of the PTS. Right now with these you're able to get something ridiculous like 14 million DPS, which as I'm sure you will all agree, as funny as it may sound, that is broken. However, for me personally, what's actually more interesting is using this gear set with Caduceus. Caduceus is a weapon I have for a long time been a massive fan of course. It's since changed in previous patches. It lost Cool-Headed, which was a sad time, but now it has a brand new talent that actually works very nicely with this set. The new Caduceus talent makes it so that each critical hit heals you and your group for 1%. So on a set that gives you 33% crit as base, irrespective of any mods or kind of additional enhancements you have, then already you're going to be getting a lot of use out of this weapon talent. Bear in mind that this also heals your team, so this is going to be great for high level play when you go into things like those legendary missions, the new incursion, even in the dark zone when you're playing as a team, but also throw on something like an extended magazine and perhaps even in this situation something like rate of fire, so you can actually proc it a little bit more frequently, and you're basically walking around with an assault rifle that can heal you as you play. In order to kind of further enhance this, what I've actually tried to do in this set, albeit very kind of roughly at the moment, is roll health on kill where possible, because that further amplifies the overall effect. It's worth noting that at the moment, this combination as I currently have it, it's not broken, because you can't just literally go and face tank everything and just fire and never die. Because if you do pick the wrong battles and you are getting shot by too many enemies, then the healing that you are able to create doesn't outdo the damage that is incoming. So you do still need to play relatively sensibly with this. However, if you do play sensibly, you use appropriate cover, then it is quite possible to effectively never need a healing skill. The combination of heal on crit and health on kill means that whether your target is alive or dead, you're always topping your health back up. a very nice combination. Now this is of course a very, very early version. This is basically something I threw together this evening. I actually got back from Amsterdam today, so I haven't had much time with the PTS, but I am going to be working on a slightly more in-depth build with this. So if I do get this to a position where I'm super happy with it and it actually becomes very, very useful to the point where maybe you're invincible, then I will of course come back with a new build guide. But for the time being, Seeker Set works very nicely with the new Caduceus. There are of course, as mentioned, many other options. Another one would be the Hungry Hog, given that the new talent for that one gives you a damage boost after a kill, provided you continue to hold down the trigger. So again, if you're fighting something like a boss, or you're fighting something that is a little bit more tanky, then pair that damage bonus with 33% crit, then again, you're going to be doing even more damage. So some really nice potential here. Again, something we definitely need to keep our eye on, because while in PvE, this is a lot of fun, and it kind of gives you a lot of kind of potency with a lot of your weapons, there is of course PvP, which you need to factor into, and that is something that I will be doing some more in-depth testing with over the next few days. What I'll probably do is jump on stream at some point, either tomorrow or Thursday, kind of run through the PTS, give you guys a chance to see some of the stuff you want to, and in turn also test this at the same time. So for the time being, that was just a quick look at the Seeker Set. So for those of you guys that don't have access to the PTS, then this is what it does. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, if you have any questions, drop them down below. If you have any concerns or any kind of feedback, similarly, let me know in the comments. And aside from that, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.